What's going on, everybody? This is the Airport Road Podcast. It's your boy Cade and your boy AJ. The hair right there. That's gross.
That what I should have done to you last
What the
week.
hell? Yeah. Look at that. Ew. That was gnarly.
Okay,
Ew.
this is a debate that Kate and I had.
Mm.
So we went on an interview last week. We went to interview somebody, and Kate was sitting next to me exactly like this, and he had his sunglasses on, and he had a hair that was sticking up from his sunglasses, and I noticed it pretty early on. And the person we were interviewing was right across from us, and I was conflicted. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should grab it, if I should say something about it, or just leave it. And I just left it.
Yeah, I think he should have grabbed it. It would have made it seem like less uncomfortable. It would have made it seem like we were more personable with each other.
But there's a good chance that the person we were interviewing didn't even see the hair. So if I would just,
If you noticed it, she probably noticed it.
you do have one.
Here.
You,
Was it a?
you shed a lot? Is that?
Oh yeah, because I have longer hair.
Yeah.
And I always put my sunglasses in my hair. Rips it out sometimes. Anyway, let us know what you think in the comments below.
All right, Cade, what are we talking about today, man?
Oh man, Chet Hanks.
I am.
Did we talk about him yet?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, I talked about him on the radio. Yeah, he's under some heat right now for his white boy summer. But, I think he was really trying not to get like super white supremacy about it. And he was like, he posted, he's like, not that Trump white, not that NASCAR white type white, but it's still, what would you say? I don't say. That's good. That's not a good thing to say.
It was funny.
It was funny as hell.
He did the Black Queen Summer as well, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. This guy's weird. He's a very, very interesting character.
He's in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, he's Tom Hanks' son. Tom Hanks and Goldie Hawn.
No, you got that wrong.
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn's married to Kurt Russell.
I did this last time. Tom Hanks and
Rita Wilson.
Gosh. Anyway, does not look like Tom Hanks whatsoever. He uses a fake Jamaican accent a lot of the time for some reason. I got some of the rules right here in front of you. Have you been paying attention to the rules of White Boy Summer?
I don't even have to look at that. I can go, okay, test my knowledge. White Boy Summer, all right? We're not talking about Sperry's. We're not talking about Vineyard Vine. Anything that relates you to a fraternity or like Barstool Sports. What you wear is a pair of Vans or Chucks, okay? A blank or like a plain white tee or black shirt. And what else?
I call women smoke shows.
Yes, so anything like Barstool related, because I'm pretty sure Barstool started that. You know what I mean?
What's he under attack for? Why is he in trouble? Why is he facing some?
Because a lot of people think it was tone deaf.
Like it was a little racist.
Yeah, like there's some underlying racial.
Rachel. Who's Rachel? Anyway, sorry. I know you don't like that.
Yeah, we got Jake Navarez back in the studio, ladies and gentlemen.
Shout out Avid Apparel. I just saw it as something funny. I'd like to say that I'm typically pretty good with seeing stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I didn't see any ill intent. Was it stupid? Probably.
It was funny.
It was hilarious. Yeah, it was fun. It was funny.
Yeah. But in today's society, we live in a very cancel cultured environment. We were talking about this the other day too. People are canceling things left and right. And I mean, I don't know. It's hard. Like, what side do you pick? We thought it was both funny. We didn't take it offensive.
Neither of us.
Maybe it was super patriarchal in a sense too.
How so?
I don't know. Like, just giving white dudes power. People hate that, right?
Yeah, I get that. It's like they already have enough. Why does it need to be White Boy Summer? I get that.
And he's also like a, he comes from a very wealthy family.
About the rule of not screaming every time you take a shot, even if it feels good to say woo. That's one of the rules of the White Boy Summer. I agree with that one. It's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good one. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Nothing but good vibes towards everybody. That means everybody. So initially from the beginning, he like tried to cut out the racial undertones, if you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
So I hey, I think it's funny.
I think it's funny
We
too.
like Chet Hanks. Attaboy Chet. What else is up, man? What's new? I want to talk about this. We'll probably get into this on the Know Your Balls podcast, but I want to give my input. Actually, this is something we talked about on the Know Your Balls podcast, but we had to cut it for whatever reasons. The NFL's expected to pass a new rule where players could wear essentially any number they want. Before, positional wise, they were restricted to certain numbers. Now it's kind of free game. What do you think about that?
I like it.
I hate it.
I love it.
Why do you love it?
Because, dude, seeing a college football player with a number 1 at a position like what Joey Bosa was number 1, I think.
Number 7, I thought.
Either one. They had a single digit.
Oh no, Joey Bosa was 97, I think.
Oh,
regardless, regardless, it's college though. That's how it's always been. It's been that way for college. It's been that way for high school. In the pros, it's like more official. But the reason they did it, I guess, is because the Chiefs were the team that proposed it. Is because they have, they ran into like a limited availability in numbers this past season, which that I get. That makes sense. A team like the Bears, they have 14 numbers retired. And last year, the Colts, although Andrew Luck's number 12 isn't retired, kind of like unofficially retired because he was so great. Like it'd be weird to see another player wearing number 12. And we had an undrafted rookie who had to wear number 12 last year, and it was just kind of like, it was weird. So I get that the number of availability is, I mean, as more and more great players come through, you got to retire their jersey numbers, and you know we're seeing a more of an uptick and all that stuff. But if I see a wide receiver wearing like number 42 or 47, dude, that's gonna be so ugly. It's gonna suck. You don't think so?
No. I don't see the big deal.
You know, whenever I sent this story to our Tonique sports team, I wasn't the only one who hated it. Everyone else was agreeing with me. They said, yuck, that's disgusting.
Well, sometimes you don't have to be the same. You don't have to conform.
Do you think they were just agreeing with me?
Possibly. I don't know.
I'm just saying, I'm not an outlier. I'm not the only one who hates this. Also, another big reason that this is like a thing that people are a little upset is because you have a lot of current NFL players who are already like, oh, I'm going to change my jersey number to whatever. Like a lot of people think Odell's going to change from number 13, which he's worn his entire NFL career, to number 3 that he wore in college at LSU. Excuse me. Think of how many people have Odell Beckham jerseys that all of a sudden are outdated. Like you could have just bought a jersey last week and it's outdated come this season.
Yeah, okay, but at the same time, man, I have 3 Tom Brady Patriots jerseys. I mean,
that's different.
No, it's not.
Because he's an all-time great. If you have a number 13 Browns jersey for Odell Beckham, then next season he switches to number 3, you just got that jersey last year. It's done.
Okay,
a different team.
To
Tom
me,
Brady,
that seems like people are just trying to make it a bigger deal than it really is. Yeah,
because some people took it serious. Like Stephon Diggs was proposing that he was gonna switch from number 14 to number 1, and then he came out the next day and he's like, "All right, I've decided I'm gonna stick with number 14. So many of you spent your hard-earned money on buying my jersey. I'm just gonna stick with it. I don't want to do that to you guys." So obviously, it's a thing. A lot of people are upset by it. There's also the idea that, oh, well, now that's like a vintage jersey. That'll be cool in the future.
I think so, yeah. You know what jersey I really want to get? It's like $250. Drew Bledsoe.
$250? Why would it be so much?
It's vintage. It's made by Michelle and Ness. They focus on vintage sports clothing. It's off topic, but I would spend $250 on that. You want to look it up? It's sick.
Who's the person?
Drew Bledsoe, man.
No,
Michelle and Ness. Yeah.
Mitchell. Is it Michelle or Mitchell?
Oh, Mitchell and Ness. Remember mispronouncing things today.
You don't know who the fuck that is? Do you, kid? Oh, okay. I love these Patriots jerseys.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like 150. That's more doable.
Yeah. 150. That's cool.
I love this Patriots design. I think that's such a good design.
You know who rocked that one time?
Who?
Was played for the Celtics. Oh yeah. Okay. He played for the Celtics. Scary Terry Rozier.
Did he?
It was when we were playing in the playoffs, dude. He was going off.
I
And he called Eric Bledsoe Drew Bledsoe in a press conference. And so he wore that to the game the next day. We were playing the Bucks. Yeah.
I love Terry Rozier, man. I think hey, look, there's a picture of them together.
Yeah.
I like Terry Rozier. I think he's a great player. He's
Mhm.
killing it. Charlotte's pretty fun to watch. Another NFL news, like I said, we'll get into this. Know your balls, but I want to hear your take on this. Cade, as I'm sure you could tell, is a huge Patriots fan, huge dick rider.
Bad word.
I already said the F word. It's okay. One of the Patriots' all-time greats, probably greatest Patriot, not named Tom Brady. Julian Edleman announced his retirement yesterday.
I can name so many people that are greater than him.
I agree. I'm obviously
Are you
playing
trying
it
to
up.
are you
I'm
trying
being,
to mess with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that pissed me
Yeah.
off. I hate Julian Edelman.
I do too.
Yeah. I think there's no bigger Tom Brady fan than Julian Edelman.
You think he just latched to him just for the clout?
Honestly, I don't know. There's like this one gallery of photos of him matching Tom Brady's haircut year by year.
No.
I swear to God, you can look it up, dude. I think Dave Grohl. Oh wait, that's a Foo Fighters lead singer. Steve Grohl? Steve Grogan. Steve Grogan was a Patriots quarterback in the 70s and 80s. Played for them for 15 years. That's a good guy. I don't know if you're gonna be able to find it. I can't remember where I saw it.
Interesting. I don't. Julian Edelman was good. He had some good years. I
Deion
remember
Branch was better than him.
Deion Branch. Yep.
Yeah.
Colts all time great.
Yeah.
Julian Edelman, it was fun when he first started. He was a 7th round pick. I remember they were having him. He was like the Taysom Hill before Taysom Hill. Right. He was playing wide receiver. He was playing on defense. I remember he was edge rushing. There's a video.
Cornerback.
Yeah, he was a quarterback. There's a video that's like circulating now. It was in, I think, the AFC Championship game. Might have just been in the AFC
against the
playoffs.
Ravens, where he threw a touchdown pass, Danny Amendola.
No. This is like a long time ago. With the game on the line, they lined him up as slot corner to cover Anquan Bolden.
Oh,
And he locked him down. Those were fun times. And then he became your go-to receiver once Wes Welker left and Amendola came in. And they thought he was going to be the next Wes, but he was fun to watch in the beginning, but then he got very, in my opinion, I just didn't like him. He's a very not likable person.
Yeah, he was like that. What's it called? Just that kid on your team that's always trying to hype everybody up, and you're like, dude,
he's a hype man.
Totally is. And he's a good hype man. But even when I played in like sports, like as a kid and in high school, I never liked that person that was trying to hype everybody up. That's just me, though. You know me, I'm a very narcissistic personality.
So when he got cut and then he retired, right? They terminated his contract due to like a failed physical. I thought that there was going to be a 100% chance that he was going to go join Tom Brady and the Patriots. So a lot of people were saying like, why did he get cut if he was just going to retire? So it turns out that per Adam Schefter says, by having his contract terminated for a failed physical today, former Patriots wide receiver Julian Edelman now becomes eligible for injury protection benefits per the CBA, available to all players in this situation. Now, Edelman can collect up to $2 million through this benefit. Another thing of Bill Belichick just screwing the system in a good way, though, I guess, this time. But people still think he's like not gonna officially stay retired, that he's going to still come back and go to the Bucks. Rob Gronkowski made a comment about it this morning. Did you see that?
No, what he said?
He said there's a 69% chance that Edelman will play with the Bucks next year. 69, that's not bad.
That's
not bad.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get off sports. I feel like we gotta leave that for Know Your Balls.
I just think it's a funny topic. But yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Um, Gosh, another shooting recently happened.
In Minnesota. Yeah. 10 miles away from where George Floyd died. So
No, was it from where he died or where the court hearings were happening?
I don't know actually.
Regardless,
Hmm.
such a bad situation. I saw a tweet today that like perfectly described it. It was I don't know if it was from this particular protest or a previous one, but it was a girl holding a sign that said something along the lines of like we live in a country where police can lose their cool policemen can lose their cool and accidentally discharge their weapon and kill somebody, but
Hmm.
civilians are supposed to be the ones who like are supposed to remain totally calm and like put together when they
Yeah.
get pulled over,
Yeah.
which is so true, man. The situation was so shitty.
Hmm. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of protests, a lot of looting in that area. So it's wild to see a little civil unrest that's beginning.
Again,
Yeah, and I mean that's just what we've always lived with in U.S. culture. A lot of
the
protests.
best 2021. Like, well, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
even if you think about it, like 1992 Rodney King riots. Okay, Vietnam War protest.
but people spin it like in a bad way now. And you're saying
Mm.
it's like it's just always kind of been that way.
Oh, I'm not talking about how the media spins it. I'm talking about like,
Well, because you know how people spin it, like, oh,
uh,
these thugs are looting, and then it becomes.
yeah,
And we saw what happened with the George Floyd protest. It turned
mm,
into all lives matter, like
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
We also, I experienced the protest here in Albuquerque, 2016, when Trump became president.
You go to a protest?
No, I was at Brickyard after school. I had a late class. One of my poli sci classes ended like super late. So after I got off, it was like a 3 hour class on Tuesdays. Oh, it was brutal. I think it was constitutional law. Oh, dude, it was worst class of my life.
Sounds fun.
Anyway, we went to or I went to Brickyard to have a beer, and I saw all these people line up on Central, so I go out and check it out, and people were protesting Trump getting elected. And the whole SWAT was out there, everything.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Must have been at home. Where was I?
I don't
I
know.
would have been there.
I don't
Damn,
know what was going on. Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Hmm.
I would have showed up for sure. Um, yeah, man, that's just kind of the thing we deal with. But it's shitty that these like situations keep happening, man.
Hmm.
Did you see the footage of the lieutenant who got pulled over and pepper sprayed?
Yeah, he said he was afraid to get out of his car.
And the cop said, "You effing should be."
Yeah, that's messed up.
The cop got fired,
Hmm.
but one of the biggest things is like frustrating people.
Hmm.
That video got released months ago, or the
Hmm.
video got released recently and it went viral because it was pretty bad. But the police had that footage for months.
Hmm.
And once it went viral and people started making a big deal, then that cop was fired.
Yeah. You see that cop too? He looked like a real Bill Reed.
Mm.
All right.
Oh, Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like a piece of shit. Bill Reed.
Yeah.
Um, Pardon my language, but no, it's just yeah, these people, man. It's just I'm starting to think. I thought there was progress being made when all this stuff happened back in June or July
Hmm.
last year in 2020. I just don't think this stuff is ever gonna stop, dude. Which like, breaks my heart because there's no need for it, man. Like I don't know. That sign summed it up perfectly. Like you seriously like when you get pulled over, you're supposed to like you're about to like button up your shirt and yes or no, ma'am. Like you got to be super super professional, or you don't have to, but it's
Hmm.
kind of what you're taught to, or else you're gonna. I mean, you could be kind of afraid of what's
Hmm.
gonna happen, and it's right, man. These cops really just do whatever the hell they want for the most part. I know I'm not ignorant. I know that you can't let one bad incident ruin it for everybody, but I don't know, man. It's hard to look past these videos and like
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
positively look at it.
Anyway,
Um,
how you feeling about the whole Johnson and Johnson thing?
oh my god. Okay.
Give
So
some detail.
I didn't care. So, okay, so now the U.S. just announced that they're kind of halting production and distribution of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because there were 6 different cases where people who received that vaccine got blood clots. I don't know if they died. I didn't think they did. Somebody told me they did in the office, and I don't trust her. I don't trust her as a source.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't care. I got the vaccine. I got the Johnson & Johnson. Felt like absolute crap the next day. One of the worst nights of my life. I felt so sick, and so I didn't think anything of it. It was kind of the idea of like, okay, it's happened to 6 people out of millions of people who have received the dose. Why are we doing this? It's going to set us back. Then I got a message like 5 minutes before we start recording this, saying this is a message from the New Mexico Department of Health. Due to recent events, whatever, New Mexico is not going to be distributing or is halting distribution of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. If you received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine and experienced and listed like some side effects, to please contact your healthcare provider immediately. And these were a good majority of the symptoms I felt. So I'm like, oh shit, am I vaccinated or not? You know? Because I've been feeling good now that I'm finally like, I feel safe. I finally feel safe. I finally feel like I can start doing stuff responsibly, obviously. But now I don't know, man. If I have to get another shot.
Stress you out?
It does because, no, I don't know. We deal with too many anti-vaxxers. I don't want to be putting stuff out there. I'm just a little worried that it maybe didn't have the proper effect that it was supposed to. I don't know. That message was a little vague for me. Kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, honestly, I got the Moderna, so
I was reading that the Moderna is more of like what was the joke? I can't even think of the joke. It was like the Pfizer's more of like a medial high. I don't even know the terms.
A high?
It was like a joke. Because people are like throwing this out there, like, what'd you get? Which one did you get? I got the J&J, and like people are comparing which shots they got, which is so funny.
Yeah, I've been seeing memes on the internet too. It's like the Pfizer would be, what's the best way to put this? Like, would be Tom Brady, and the Moderna was like Brian Hoyer.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How much of a discrepancy?
Yeah.
They're all the same, dude.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're not the same, but they're all gonna have the same effect, same impact. I'm sure you can't choose which one you want.
I think the Johnson & Johnson was like a Johnny Manziel.
Oh my god.
Makes you think,
Electric coming out of the gate, but failed to live up to it.
Electric because it was just a one-shot Johnny. Now you're looking at the repercussions. That's how Johnny Manziel was. He came in.
He set that franchise back decades, man.
He came in. Everybody was all about the hype train, and now we're watching him play in the fan-controlled league.
It was a first-round exit in the fan-controlled football league.
Oh, yeah.
In the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means. I really don't. We already had like this whole screw up with I think it was the Pfizer. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't Johnson & Johnson. It was either no, it was Johnson & Johnson. They messed up the dose. They messed up the formula, and they had to like dump. They ruined like 15 million doses.
Oh yeah.
It was Johnson & Johnson, right?
Yeah.
God, man, I was so stoked that I got that one. I thought it was so cool.
I thought it was too. I was jealous of you. I didn't want to have to go. I don't have to go back again. But honestly, you said you waited for a long time.
Well, it was far too. I left work and got my shot. Went straight back to work. It was like a 2-hour process to get there, get it. Were you in and out?
I was in and out. It was like this huge line. I didn't think I thought I was gonna be there forever, but I was in and out.
No, it was pretty long. They did mine at like an event center, so there was like thousands of people there. It was all safe. It was organized. I was impressed by it. But if I have to go through something like that again, get another shot, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man.
Yeah,
it sucks, and I hate that we're even just these kind of situations, right? Give validity to people who are like, "This is why I wasn't gonna get the vaccine. I knew there was something wrong about it." For 6 cases out of millions, we'll immediately like try to validate these people.
Yeah, I don't know. It's wild.
But
hey, anyway, shout out to Avid Apparel. Check out their upcoming summer edition.
Yes.
I'm thinking tie-dye.
White Boys Summer. Right.
White Boy Summer.
By Avid Apparel.
Get your white black plain tee from Avid. But anyway, we'll be back next week. We said we were going to be consistent, but honestly, we had a lot of technical difficulties on that last one. So
not a lot. I mean, we're just trying to like simplify it as much as possible, and that's where we're struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in the meantime, we're out. Subscribe to Tonique's newsletter. Subscribe on all our social medias. Hit that bell. How do they do it?
Yeah. Hit the bell for notifications.
Bell. Yeah. Whatever.
Check out Cade's new podcast, Cade and Emma Wright.
Yeah.
Mental Debrief.
Awesome. Yeah. Check it out. So we'll be back next week.
We'll be back
later.
All right. Have a good one.